Good morning, gladiators. We who are about to play salute you. Hey everybody, today we're checking out a game called Necken from Swedish developer Joccish, also known as Jocki Markland. And I may have mispronounced your name, Jocki, and I do apologize if so. My Swedish is not good. But Jocki is actually a fellow developer that I know through Twitter, and he's an excellent BAFTA award-winning developer, in fact. And so he knows his stuff. And the game we're checking out is his latest creation, set in a deep, dark forest based on Swedish folklore. And it's quite atmospheric. I checked it out quickly yesterday, and I'm keen to have a bit of a deep dive. So without further ado, let us put on our overcoat, grab our lantern, and prepare to enter the fairy tale forests of Necken. Alright, here we are. Necken from Joccish Productions. And the first thing you'll notice is the amazing soundtrack. It's actually sung by a beautiful singer. And the whole tone of it is quite, it's very atmospheric and kind of reminds me of the song from Vikings, and I'm sure that's no accident. It sounds like they're using some sort of traditional Swedish melodies and even instruments. And I know I'm talking over it, but it's really beautiful, so I'll stop for a moment as we start a game. You've got trinkets you can use, but you can't unlock them quite yet. Oh, I should mention also, this game is currently in development. It's available on Steam in early access right now, so you can pick it up, but it's still got a bunch of areas and things to add. So we're going to play with unknowing Sarah, who's the only character available right now. With a missing son, the woods is the only place he hasn't looked. He must be around here somewhere. And she has risky escape, which means she's got a 25% chance to escape from combat and a 75% chance to take damage. So that's an interesting skill. Alright, so WSD to move, space, E, alright. Each time you use an attack, the item loses 1 durability, and attack damage is based on item durability. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but this is a roguelike style game set in a forest, and that means it has permadeath. So, you know, it's turn-based, you take one step at a time, and here we are. Really excellent sound design, I love it. Jocki's done an amazing job of that. And you can see the sort of shards of light coming through in those little wisps there. So, you know, it's using classic sort of retro style pixel art, but there's a lot of subtle details, like watch the trees just swaying gently in the light sort of that surrounds you. So we're going to take a move now. Break. We're going to break the rocks. And when you break rocks, you get materials. And you can craft things if you have the ingredients, but we don't have the ingredients for these things yet. But once we do, we could create a weapon, a sharp stone there, or a wooden stick. Let's keep going. Up there is an enemy, and we want to avoid him for now. There's no... Although, what's past him? There's a sign there, so maybe we should get into our first fight. So fighting is turn-based as well, and it zooms in, and you have a couple of options: bash, tackle, strike. And each thing, actually we can't do that until we have those weapons. So for now, all we can do is tackle him, and we each took some damage. And we can survive a few of those fights, but it's not something we want to do a lot of, because it could prove hazardous for us. Like in all roguelikes, it's risk versus reward, you know what I mean? So that was the end of that level if you wanted it to be. Yeah, let's go to the next level. We hardly explored that one, but we're now on the next part of the forest. Another bandit. Trying to avoid him. I love how sort of the sort of path just appears before you as you explore, and everything's really subtly animated, but really nice. So it looks like he's our way forward, unless we go down here. Oh, a boar. Right. Boars are no joke. You know, we like to think of them these days as being these kind of, you know, small pig-like creatures. But back in the medieval days, boars got really big. Like the size of a small horse. Maybe even bigger than that. You know, they were no joke. A lot of the big ones got hunted out of existence, but they really could take down a man. And if you've seen Game of Thrones, you know what happened to King Robert Baratheon. Although he was actually poisoned, but they said he got killed in the boar hunt. But yeah, boars can really do damage. What's that? Did we get that? Oh, we ate some food. Get some health back. I should be crafting. I forgot that you can actually craft using space butts. Another boar. Alright, attack him down. We need to forge a weapon soon. What I like about this game is the simplicity. It starts off quite simple anyway. Let's make a jacket. We've got a thin jacket. And just the controls is really minimalist. And no Swedish stereotypes here, but Swedish people are really good at sort of minimalist design and everything. And, you know, IKEA is very popular, so maybe there's been some inspiration from there. I'm joking, really, but the Swedes do know how to design really well. And I love the design work Jockey's done here. The game is really, really playable. It's instantly accessible, and it's, you know, I can just see how deep this game could be. Oh, we need a... Oh, we use the key. Alright. We can craft a key with wood, though. We don't have one there. So we could actually maybe cut down these trees. Oh! A dryad, which is like a water spirit. They're no joke. They're taking... We took some damage from that. But now we can actually forge a key. Craft a key and unlock that. A wooden spear. Nice. That'll... We should do some damage. But we actually need to eat something soon because we're in a little bit of trouble. You can see something hiding behind there. Let's get to the exit. Carolean soldier. Ooh. I think the next person to get hit will probably die. 1 health left. And we survived the level. Hopefully we start with fresh health next level. Now we move to the next area. Forest first south. Really cool transition there. That screen sort of reminds me a little bit of Faster Than Light, which had sort of branching paths, and I'm not sure if potentially you can choose which path you want to go. So we still have 1 health, and that is a very dangerous position to be in. What's that? Pick up. Can't do anything with that yet. Yes, that's what we needed, some health. Ah, gnome hut. Outrageous. I don't want to be killed by a gnome hut. I'm going to try and use the escape. Got a fair chance. Ah, I failed. Unknowing Sarah has died. Well, that can't be the end of things. We've got to play again. Yeah, this is a cool game. I mean, if you like roguelikes, this is a really nice take on it. And, you know, a lot of roguelikes in the past haven't been particularly accessible and, you know, quite obtuse in their, both their design and their controls and their presentation. But this absolutely has all those things. Can we forge a key? Yeah. Thin jacket. You know, it ticks all the boxes, and the kind of game that I could see doing quite well on mobile as well. You know, you could play it on your phone with simple touch controls. Grab the key, and you know, you could even have a sort of speed run mode in this, and you know, getting through levels as fast as you can. Although, you know, generally you don't rush through these games because one wrong step can mean death. Let's go back up here, see if there's anything we can pick up. I'm gonna forge some more things. Stick. What else can we forge? Pelt armor. We need to kill a boar. Oh, you can repair your armor. That's good to know. Carved log. I don't know what that does. A wooden shield. Should we use the carved log? Let's save. Oh. Yeah, now I've got to spear those boars. No match for us. We can use the pelts to craft something. And I'd love to know how much crafting you can actually do in this game. How deep that actually goes. Got better armor now. Some food. It's a much better run today. I mean, this has so much potential. You can really go into a lot of different areas. You could start off in the forest and go underground and maybe into deserts and canyons and even castles and things. Just because the way it's designed is so... It's just simplicity personified. It's beautiful. And I'd love to see how well this game will do. I mean, right now it's got a completely positive review on Steam, which is... Whoa! That could be a bug, but we just got a bunch of stuff. Oh no, maybe I put it back in the chest. Alright. Okay. So when you press something, you change. Alright, I thought it was a bug because I was doing that. Yeah, my fault. But yeah, completely positive reviews on Steam. People seem to love it, and it's the kind of game that I can really see doing well in the roguelike community. Next area. So here's what we got to last time. I'd be keen to know what other characters you can unlock as well, you know, and how you unlock them. Repair work. I'd like to have... not sure how I can select either of those things, but that one's not too clear to me. So we definitely need some food. And just the sheer variety of things that you can put on each tile in terms of power-ups and, you know... Oh, bear trap. Not good. Low on health again. See what else we can craft. Shield would do us good. Need a key as well, but oh no. I need... Oh dear, badger. Oh, I killed by a badger! Outrageous! Damn. You know, I could play that for quite some time. But that's it for today as far as Necken goes. It's brilliant. I had a lot of fun with that, and I want to give a big shout out to Jockey on Twitter. Thank you for the Steam key, and this is a cool game, and I will be recommending it to any friends that enjoy roguelikes. And if you like roguelikes, definitely check it out on Steam yourself, and I look forward to seeing where this goes. And you know, it really has so much potential as far as where it could take it in terms of different characters, different, you know, enemies and bosses and tactics and power-ups and things you can craft. It's a wonderful balance between roguelike exploring and permadeath and survival and crafting. You know, it's got everything, and I cannot wait to see where this goes. So that's it for today, my friends, and I'll see you next time on the Games Gladiator. Bye for now.